going, Carly, with your knife?
I'm gonna hunt oysters.
Yes. Carly's going to the river to find herself some oysters. So we're gonna go have a little look.
You and your body need in this moment. You, your body, nature, and maybe a writing implement. Or what? Are you thinking sexy thoughts?
No, I just maybe I tuned out and I just heard the end, which was
you in it.
Hello, welcome to
Crying.
Real and Raw.
Real and raw, raw and real. Okay.
We'll be crying.
Hi. Welcome to our new video series. I'm Carly.
And I'm Melissa.
And we are taking you behind the scenes of what it is to be an energetic practitioner and leader in the world, and meeting your edges while doing that, while claiming more for your legacy and for humanity, what actually occurs behind the scenes.
It gets real and raw, and we thought it's really important to recognize actually the human humbling part of being a leader and how much it is a devotion and an investment to do the energetics that help you inhabit your legacy and make a choice even when it feels big and bold and sometimes out of your reach. So we want to take you behind the scenes into our business and our legacies and our leadership to show you what we do and what you can do to keep energizing the vision and living out your leadership in a thriving way.
We hope you enjoy, and we'd love to hear from you in the comments, on socials. We'd love for this to be a conversation.
Hello!
Hi.
Welcome to our new video series, Melissa and Carly's adventures of soul work and leadership and random craziness. We're at Sand and River in our my family's little fishing hut in the Urugir National Park.
On Gumbaynggirr
land country, unceded, stolen Gumbaynggirr country. So we're going to make these videos super real and raw, unscripted. I look like an idiot, like I'm rugged up in the middle of spring because Carly did a nana about the fact that I was looking too polished to start this video.
Yes, because she's wearing her lovely cream singlet and a lovely cream cardigan, and she insisted that we just start straight away, and I wasn't to leave the kitchen table, which is where I was.
I wanted to start this video like as we are, without getting ready, without putting makeup on, without cleaning the fishing hut.
Melissa's got her red wine at 10 a.m. in the morning.
My iron deficiency here, and my grandmother's fishing jacket. The reason that Carly and I come here is so that we can have this unadulterated nature immersion. So nature bathing. Carly, what did you see in the ocean?
What did I see? Also, what did I experience?
What did you experience in the ocean?
Glassy conditions. Mill pond ocean.
Said mill pond ocean.
The moon's in the sky.
Where is the moon?
The sun
Up there.
is just beaming on us beautifully in a clear blue sky.
Oh, and it was so glassy on the little sun speckles across
on the ocean.
the ocean.
And then we had butterflies flying around.
Oh yeah, you saved a butterfly.
Yes, a butterfly that was flat on the surface, and I got him up and onto the board and was paddling him in, and then he flew away. And then we had dolphins
in our fields, which taps us in, activates our soul channel, but it's also really super productive for business women and leaders who want to create. So we've created a lot here. I come here so that I can tap in and write and not be distracted with all the things, but also at the same time just getting nature loading itself in my field and bringing me alive. It's such an inspiring place for both of us.
Yeah, we've brought through some amazing content and creativity in our time here over the years, and it's generated vast amounts of multidimensional wealth
And, you know, we're all for as well, like the idea that even though we're doing business and it's a livelihood and we make money and work with clients, we don't necessarily just want to plug into the old capitalist patriarchal way of how you're meant to hustle and muscle to get to results. Because that actually can leave a lot of women feeling super exhausted.
Yeah.
And feeling like you're always racing and feeling like you're behind, which is part of the scarcity script. That's like the spell that we're all under. So the idea of actually regenerating and restoring and tapping in and feeling good and creative can be a profitable way for a woman to run her business.
But
So,
really, like stripping it back
Yeah.
and letting yourself access the quantum state, your soul state, and be rejuvenated by nature and the essential truth of like who you are and what you're meant to do in this world.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
And just have some fun.
2 + 2 + 2. 3, 2.
So we're going to talk, let's walk and talk. We're going to show you a little bit of what's around, but we're also going to have a talk about what the big things that Carly and I are actively meeting in the vision that's calling us, and what we're having to meet and tell the truth on while we're actually here ourselves.
And did you want to maybe provide a little bit of context we were talking about earlier about the fact that this is not just purely teaching and like downloads, which is what we do for clients and programs and everything. This is really just more about the real and raw, like us in our fully stripped back essence.
We wanted to actually show a little bit of the diversity and depth of what we're passionate about in life. So some of these videos won't be about business at all, and they'll be on some of our passions and the stuff that brings us
some
alive in our community.
Random shit that we love doing as well will be included, no doubt, if we're being truly raw and real.
Yep. All right, let's go. All right, welcome to the lounge room. The TV that's so freaking huge and we don't even use it. Carly?
This is what we like to read. We fill our brains with romantic smut. Or fairy smut. Fantasy smut.
And actually, a little while ago, my grandma, who, this is part of her heritage, the heart, she realized that I like reading romantic smut and packed the bookshelf with a whole bunch of them, but I can't see them.
The Mills and Booney style?
Yeah, the Mills and Boone. At the moment, it's all murder.
We also read this sort of thing.
This is my new soul book, Tim Hollow, Living Democracy. It's like, that's what I read when I'm on the beach, feeling all lit up in the sun and the horizon.
And you're not reading Harry Dresden.
And then we come back for some smut in the house.
Yeah.
Carly and I had an amazing adventure the other day in the bay. The weather has gone crazy at the moment. So the ocean is stormy, the southeasterly winds are here, but the other day it was like a mill pond. So this is where we sit and write. Very, very stormy. This is the remote beach, and there's not a soul on here most of the time. How do you feel,
Hang on, we've just
Carly?
we topless swam
Oh,
the other day.
we did.
There's no one here, which is amazing.
Stay there. So how do you feel when you find other people on the beach?
Oh, pissed off, mate. I feel like I become the manager of Sandon National Park Beach, and so I kind of will people to stay away and try and ferry them past, and I resent it massively because it means that I can't topless sunbathe or yoni sunbathe without having a
Oh, can you explain what yoni sunbathing is?
When you sunbathe your vajayjay, your vulva and vagina, which is amazing, and I highly recommend it.
Bringing the information for a purpose,
Yes.
rather than being
totes.
a little bit real.
But that's fun. We can talk about that.
Yeah, I just wonder if I was like in a real engaging way, if you were going to go, what's an edge? I wonder if I should real time it more rather than explain what I was feeling.
I think that we can talk about that right now.
Okay. Oh, that was still on.
Well, then we can use it if we want. So let's just talk about what we were just...
So I just doubted myself and said, I feel like I'm still organizing information and how I present myself
in teacher mode,
saying this is what I was experiencing and this is how I moved through it, rather than actually being more real and raw with this, which is the edge of doing this video series, that we want it to be authentic and have meaning, and that means we have to unveil a bit more of ourselves.
Yeah, and I think there's also this kind of pressure that you'd probably put on yourself, I put on myself, to be in teacher mode when the video's on, when the camera's on, and also to break it down and explain to people and provide context, because it is just very naturally who you are. Yeah. But that's not the point of these videos.
So ask me again, Carly.
You can't say the same thing. You have to pick another thing that you're on the edge of. So what's tapping at your vulnerability edges right now, Melissa?
Okay, truth telling, the desirability of my work. Sometimes it feels like, because I feel a lot and am often on big journeys.
Like what journeys, Melissa? Sounds like you're talking about a drug trip.
Big energetic journeys. I tend to have a few more rebirths than most, and I tend to be a little bit more dramatic than most as well. So sometimes I feel like I'm not as productive in a linear sense in my business, and I've watched other people stay really consistent in what they do and grow in a way that ticks a lot of boxes, success metrics. So sometimes I go, am I far? Have I lost it? Am I behind?
Are you not keeping up with the latest zeitgeist and the way people are doing?
Not keeping up.
The reels.
Carly was showing me how to do a reel.
No, I do not do reels like this. No, I don't. Like, more power to you if you really feel that is in your future and you absolutely thrive doing this. No.
It's not my natural state. Anyway, so I end up feeling a little bit behind, and I end up meeting a void in myself that goes, is this work relevant? Does it have legs? Does it have momentum, and does anyone desire it? And as soon as I do that, I drop into my body, and then I start taking responsibility and going, what do I need to do to fix that? What do I need to do to solve that? And that's actually not my soul channel. That's not my unique flow of energy. So I notice that even when I teach, I'm so in the soul channel, so lit up, because other people's souls light me up. And then I meet myself and I go, that feels really uncomfortable to let go of feeling like I've got to fix something or get somewhere, and actually let go and trust in my soul work and trust in the field of it. And also what I tell my clients is, like, it's already freaking alive, and it's impacting the field before you do anything in the physical. But that's what I'm meaning for myself, this habituation of the push to perform.
And questioning the value of your work.
What's the real thing you're hitting up against in choosing a love that's real, but not what you've been primed to in the past?
What am I bumping up against in that?
What's the fear?
The fear is, first of all, it feels foreign to my system, right? So then I have myself questioning, and there's like a lot of the wisdom of the body and all of that, like, your body knows best, even though my energetic orientation is different.
Isn't that funny? Like, the body knows best. Of course, we listen to our bodies, but sometimes the body is also highly averse or
massive fucking truck. It's like an American
Chevy.
Your
body has an aversion to actually what is good to your soul. And we just notice that.
Exactly. Notice it, and without going into teaching mode, it's what I'm recognizing is trauma patterning that is familiar to me is not being tapped up against, and so that.
So what would you seek? What does your body seek in relationship?
My body
in the
seeks
trauma
a
patterning?
man who's possibly like more unavailable than not.
Cultural, societal norms
Yeah.
that have been
You know,
that are
like-
such fucking bullshit, but
Yes.
we have been set up to go. I mean, this is why the Mills and Boone stories work, and even those romantic smut novels that we read are a little bit problematic.
Yeah, they
because
are.
they do it's not problematic for escapism, it's fine, but you have to see it for what it is, because it's like there's a formula,
Well, they glorify codependence.
and they glorify one person being everything, the dream that
Yeah.
someone wanted,
Yeah.
from power, money, looks,
Being that
masculinity sometimes.
and the instant love, and it's like, but that
And
love
lust.
needs to feel intoxicating, and it's like, actually, let's like have some real talk around that. Like that, what they're talking about there is full enmeshment, codependency in a way that is not healthy,
Yeah.
and it doesn't actually foster a long-term, really deeply interdependent and wildly collaborative co-creation in relationship.
And just space for vulnerability.
Yeah.
Like space for
And
vulnerability.
space for messiness. Yeah.
And
So-
also the cultural stories around, how hot it's got to be, and the type of sex, and all of those
Yeah.
things, rather than
which again, like that stuff builds, because as you get to know each other and intimacy grows, you get to and you unveil more of yourself. It actually becomes hotter and hotter and sexier, and it's like the inverse is true in Hollywood movies, where it's like, oh my god, all of the fire and everything has to happen first up, and if it's like not that, then oh well, there's no chemistry. And it's like, well, what even is chemistry in the end?
and what is the true currency of being turned on by another human being versus needing these external cultural stories to make you feel hot, because it's making you feel validated and significant.
Yeah.
Getcha.
Yes, that's just a slice of it.
Juicy stuff. All right, it's starting to rain. So let us know in the comments what you want to hear us explore and talk
What do you
about.
wanna
And
see?
yeah, we'd so loved for this to be a conversation and a sharing. Hopefully it inspires you to just let go, let it all hang out, be a bit more real in your expression. So many women I work with, that's the thing, around being seen and trying to be seen and heard in the right way.
Or perfectly
curated, not wanting to fail and stuff up in the spotlight. And this is why I wanted to do this quite raw, in our dags, and as we are, because it's like, oh, can we hold ourselves gently to arrive as we are and share more of us? It's meant to be this nutritive, restorative thing for our own leadership as well.
Yeah.
So thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Bye.